Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Okay, ready?
They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle as tight end. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To throw, it's Lance. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. On the return is Pettis. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bears take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's Javon Kinlaw busting through, and he sticks him behind the line.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Our first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Touchdown! Cole Kmet. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the final tally. And Lance now to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. Past the 20. 5. Touchdown. 49ers. Deebo Samuel. 45 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Five yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 36. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Here we go.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here we go. Here we go. Right, number 7.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And a short gain here, down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. Dancing to his left. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now. Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action, Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Lance going to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Working from the gun, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. A big connection on that one. 43 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. He's at the 50. The 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Montgomery on the counter. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
An injury cost Montgomery 4 games early in the year, which kept him from repeating his 1,000-yard season from the previous one. He still reached over 800 yards and caught another 42 passes and is firmly entrenched as the Bears' top backfield option for his 4th season.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 4. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Montgomery will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Kari Blasingame, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos now to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Montgomery. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Once more Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears have broken the tie. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Flushed out right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached. Being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, look at the juke. And he's got this down to the 35. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Open man is Davidson, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now Lance throws the interception, his third. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Bears are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down for Byron Pringle, and he's a smart gamble by the Chicago Bears. They saw a guy put up 568 yards last year, and he was buried in Kansas City's depth chart. They do believe his ceiling is much higher as a full-time starter, so they brought him in a one-year deal to see if he's a long-term answer for their team.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. Touchdown, Chicago! Adam Humphries, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now a play fake. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney.
The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 78 yards. And the Bears have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Now Fields.
Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
They run over center with Mitchell. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On play action, Lance. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Play action, now it's Lance.
This will be caught, it's Samuel. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That second down play nets a -4. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Lance now on 1st down.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Lance.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Shoves him aside.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard.
And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, two-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Fields now to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 16. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score, still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Lance going to try to throw for this. That's caught. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations,
What do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Fields to Komet there for a Chicago first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. And I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. From the 50, here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go to the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, oh, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Now that play stopped by Drake Jackson. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. A little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back.